Always, but women be the main ones pushing for monogamy. And then when a bitch get in a relationship, you don't understand. By asking this man to not fuck nobody else, by asking this man to not call nobody else, by asking this man to not look at another woman for none of his wants and needs as far as male to female, you are then saying, I'ma be whatever you need me to be, nigga, because I don't want, but y'all don't.
Hold on. Let's play that. Let's roll that part.
I'ma be whatever you need me to be, nigga. The woman for none. Always, but women be the main ones pushing for monogamy. And then when a bitch get in a relationship, you don't understand. By asking this man to not fuck nobody else.
I'm gonna stop it right there. These heifers are full of shit. They're not monogamous either. And let me say this: the whole cheating. These females are hypocrites. A lot of modern women are hypocrites. I would even argue the baby boomer heifers are responsible for contributing to the delusion. Because we could talk about the media, we could talk about Holly Weird, we could talk about the movies and the Barbie dolls and all this other bullshit. But at the end of the day, you are responsible for what you put in your mouth. It's like me blaming fat. Let me say this. What I'm trying to get at is this. I can say, they're putting poison in the food and water, which they are. You won't get no argument from me. They're giving us prescription drugs. We can't trust these doctors, but y'all so quick to go to the doctor. My thing is, we'll take them, especially women, but when men, we have a hard time going to the doctor and stuff. There's a lot of red tape, especially you don't have benefits, and they will turn a man away quicker. But at the same time, I think men don't get credit for it is that, wait a minute, why should I go to the doctor just because of not just because of the medical bill, but also you can't trust other people. You're asking strangers to look after you and take care of you. The point I'm trying to make is this. Women are hypocrites. They can say, well, we was taught this. Men are guilty of this too. You won't get the argument from me as well. But we're speaking on the women because they don't get called out enough. They're not charged and held accountable. And what I mean by that is this. That a lot of these women will say, well, we was taught this. It's the movie, it's the media, it's the romance novels. But why are you still buying that shit? Your mama taught you wrong. She's telling you to be a 304, get a degree, a useless degree at that. Find a man with money, you can have it all. But my thing as an adult, you cannot, let me say this, after the age of 25, 26, when your mind is really developed and processed, and very developed and evolved for critical thinking, logic, and reason, and I will say women are critical thinkers. Don't get a shit twisted up. Don't use emotions. I'm not going to get into the whole debate, because when it comes to genders, the thought process ain't too far off. Yes, we operate on a different frequency, but I can argue that women, the way women move and think, they don't think like the same. They don't move the same way. They'll band together on some feminist cold whole ass shit. Don't get me wrong. But with men, I can say the same thing with men. We don't see eye to eye. We don't see the world the same way as everybody else. I don't see the same world as another man would see it, because we do have different experiences. But yes, we do have common issues. You know what I'm saying? And the bottom line is, these women, y'all are saying, well, my mama, it's the media, it's the movies, the books, the magazines, it's Barbie and then Disney. But why y'all still watch that shit? Why do y'all still buy that shit? Why you still support delusions of brain raping? Now, and my thing is, and y'all can't hide I'm emotional, because a lot of y'all women don't have no emotional infamy, and you're not nurturing. And y'all, there's a lack of femininity that's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying? My thing is, these women got rotations.
Relationship, you don't understand. By asking this man to not fuck nobody else, by asking this man to not call nobody else.
But guess what? But she got her guy friends, and she will shame and guilt you as a man to go on a girls' trip that you're gonna probably be paying for more than likely, even if she makes her own money, which you ain't gonna receive. But my thing is, you gotta lay the law down, set them boundaries as a man, especially. And I'm talking about men who are about shit, men who have a purpose in life, men who are productive, men who are law-abiding, despite the injustices of this crooked-ass system, but are willing to challenge the wrong and the unfairness, and are law-abiding to the Most High, not the system of white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? These women have dudes. These women be texting dudes, be searching for dudes. They still keep in contact with their guy friends. They got rotations themselves, but they want you to be monogamous. So women don't believe in monogamy themselves. Yet you have women who hang with the single heifers, who hang with the sisterhood. You got married women looking for a dick outside the marriage, but they want you to be a loyal, faithful guy who got options, who got so-called options, who's a people person, who's fun, loving, charismatic, who's she with you because other women desire you, and at the same time she's looking at this man who she thinks don't have a lot of women, don't have them options like that. So she peeping him, you know what I'm saying? And she gonna say, okay, well, he ain't going nowhere. I'll put him in the friend zone, and I'm with this dude. So, and I got this dude over here. So, yes, they got rotations, but yet they want you to be monogamous. This show, and yet women do like to be hoes. Women, can socialize women in Western society to be sluts, hoes, and bitches, but yet you're supposed to reap the benefits of a traditional woman. That's modern heifer stupidity.
By asking nobody else, by don't understand, by asking this man to not fuck nobody else, by asking this man to not call nobody else, by asking this man to not look at another woman for none of his wants and needs as far as male to female, you are then saying, I'ma be whatever you need me to be, nigga, because I don't want, but y'all don't understand that.
They understand that, they just don't want to do the work. They don't want to do all that. They've been told by goofy ass heifers and under the gynocracy that a man's supposed to serve them and treat them like little girls, but respect me as a grown ass woman. That's what they've been told.
Y'all just think that's how it's supposed to be, because that's what the media and the movies and your man and them taught you. That's what y'all think. Y'all, like, truth be told, if up front, a bitch told you, these are all the things you're going to have to do, girl, in order to lock this nigga in like you want to.
They don't want to do all that. I told you, they don't want to do none of that shit. They want a handout. They want a hand to them. They will put themselves in debt. They will put in the work to go to school. They will put in the work to chase a man who don't want them. They will chase a married man to get some resources, and the thing is, because this is another way to play it safe, because she can just she has 1 foot in and one foot out. Even when it comes to relationships in general, women, y'all the biggest hypocrites because y'all got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and y'all worried about abuse and all that stuff. That's because you got that energy, because you like to talk shit. You don't know when to shut up. Unless it's the white man that tells you to shut up, unless it's the cave hoe, Karen and Becky, especially Karen, she called the cops on you and you're trying to explain your case instead of beating her ass. Beating her to a bloody pulp. Because let me say that if another black female pull that shit on you, that's what you do. Another black man try to put you in your place or try to overstep his boundaries. Oh, you let them have it. But when it comes to these wild folks and these non-black groups who are anti-black as shit, yes, you got black people who got self-hate issues or are anti-black. But I'm speaking about these non-black folks. Oh, she will be cooperative, feminine, and friendly, and submissive and compliant and obedient to her zaddy.
Half of y'all wouldn't even want to.
Because here's the thing. They will put up with so much shit for non-black men, especially that Brad, bottom shelf Brad, Chad. They'll put up all types of shit. But you as a black man, oh no. Even if you're a well-to-do black man, they still you as a nigger. They still think they're above you. That's why they can get away with delusions, because we're not in the position, because we don't have no brotherhood. We don't have no strong brother, no strong bro. We don't have no bro code. Plus, we got a bunch of simp betas and hoe ass, manjana ass niggas out here. We got a bunch of weak ass, cowardly males who put up with women because they look, and a lot of y'all put up with extra average chicks who got makeup on. Y'all don't have an abundance mindset. Women think they got all these options because of the delusions and the pandering that a lot of you Derek Jackson fuckboy hoe ass niggas say. And I'm speaking, and I mean you, and don't get it twisted. You got the white Derek Jacksons in the cave community. You got the Asian Derek Jackson, but it's a small. It's very small. There's not a lot of pandering. Yes, you got a lot of simps and a lot of effeminate males in those communities too, and these non-black males who are simps. But guess what? They're run by patriarchs, and they accept male leadership and authority, unlike from men who are qualified. But men who are qualified, we get treated like shit because we got to have money to be a leader. We got to look good. We got to be tall and in shape, but she don't have to be in shape. Big Shirley don't have to be in shape. The delusion is so unreal, is beyond ridiculous.
Because that's what the media and the movies and your man in them taught you. That's what y'all think. Y'all like, truth be told, if up front, a bitch told you, these are all the things you're gonna have to do, girl, in order to lock this nigga in like you want to, half of y'all wouldn't even want the nigga out.
No, they'll still want him. They'll try to shame him. They'll try to dick police him. That's what them heifers would do. They'll try to negotiate these broke, dusty hoes. These gold diggers will try to just think because I got pussy, my pussy's all that. My mouth game is all that. So you should just submit to me because I got ovaries and I got titties and a fat ass, not understanding that it don't matter how big your titties and your ass is and how pretty your feet are, your nails, how nice your nails are. You got other women who got that too. They because society has given y'all delusions. Not talking about her. I'm talking about women in general giving y'all this delusions, and you got simp daddy saying, that's your father have done a lot of girls, a lot of women dirty, still doing it to this day. But y'all don't want to have that real conversation. But y'all say that daddy's this sweet guy. But a lot of y'all trash your father because y'all know he's full of shit. But see, y'all don't want to have, y'all not ready to have this conversation about, and y'all don't want to talk about these shitty ass mothers who failed their daughters on bullshit. They failed their sons, but they failed their daughters when it comes to womanhood. Because only a woman can teach a girl how to be a woman. What a man can do if he's a good man, he's a man who's a productive, a man with integrity, who's who got morals, who's intelligent, who's a problem solver, who is a protector, but he protects people who are deserving of protection. Oh, we can't have that conversation. A man who stands on principle, a man who's self-aware, understands the world, who's very observant of the environment. He can teach a girl how she conduct herself and tell her, well, this is the type of man that you need to desire. This is what a man who's on point and what to do. He can also inform her, well, this is what the fuck boy that you need to avoid and stay away from. But you females will just be defiant and just disregard, knowing that you got girls in your classroom who are baby mamas already, didn't even finish high school. You got females who are secretly pregnant, sneaking, getting abortions. And this goes on in the white suburbs, in the white burbs, with these non-black groups. This goes on, getting STDs and shit, having all types of issues. But we will think that these other groups are perfect. Not saying, and my thing is, yes, we got issues in the black community, but my thing is, a lot of us be delusional in the way we think. A man can only teach a woman, a girl specifically, the dad and men in general can teach a girl and woman what a valuable man expects and how she should conduct herself and what type of energy she give off, and actually watch out for females who ain't no damn good, which y'all need to start warning these young girls about. And women who call out this bullshit need to be protected and who should be respected. You know, even though she a little ratchet to me, and you know, I don't know. I mean, I like I like the fact that she's not wearing, I would say, Europeanized hair, but you know, there's a little hypocrisy there with the fakeness. Just saying.
But you never sit down and actually really consider, what does it take to be fucking Ray Ray's girlfriend? What does it take to be Michael's wife? Like, what type of demons do this nigga really got? What type of
They don't want, I told you, they want it all for nothing. They don't want those guys. They just want the guys for the clout. They just want the status instead of just building their own status and becoming a woman of value or status. They don't want to do that. They don't want to be feminine, cooperative, and just do basic shit. No, they rather just rebel because you got a bunch of bitter ass heifers and you got these pussy pattern simps who enable this fuck shit from these heifers, who could actually enable these females to be 304s.
stride do he really got if he left every other bitch alone and only fucked with me? What type of things would he want out of me? Y'all be want a nigga that's rich and a freak and got a great personality, but is low key, don't talk to nobody, but is a people person, but is like, y'all want all this shit. And girl, if you actually had to entertain that nigga non-stop by yourself, bitch, you be a circus monkey. The way you would have to suck dick on Tuesday, swing from the ceiling fan on Thursday.
And let me just say this. They want it all. It's just complete delusion. These females think and feel that they can have it all because of the entitlement and the delusion that they've been given to. But my thing is, you, as an adult, you should be done with fairy tales. I had a female that I was on this particular app, and she was on a live and talk about she would love to meet Morris Chestnut, knowing damn well this chick is fat. She chubby, she's overweight. Yes, I mean, to me, she ain't bad looking. I would like to snuggle and cuddle with her, you know, rub on her belly. And she got some tatas that, you know, I would love to suck on and nibble on. And them love handles. I mean, but to me, I was trying to tell her that she needs to stop dreaming. At 41 years old, to me, you know, I'll just be, you know, kicking it. I wouldn't look for nothing serious. She still thinks that she can pull a Morris Chestnut. Now, mind you, you got more. There are Morris Chestnuts out there. They just don't have millions of dollars. They're not rich and famous. They're not wealthy. I don't know Morris Chestnut's net worth, but he's a multimillionaire. They're not multimillionaires, and they're not famous and popular. They just regular guys making 40, 30, 40,000, 50,000 to $60,000 a year. The average is like $40,000 to $60,000 a year, which is the average income. But no, she thinks she can still get it, even though her sexual market value is not high. But these females think they can have it all. And it's just, and these fit women just want to chase something that doesn't exist. And they don't want to grow up. They don't want to outgrow it. They don't want to use critical thinking, logic, and common sense. The only time they do that is when they want to so they don't have to get in trouble. They don't have to be accountable. So that's when they will pull, I'm emotional, knowing damn well these heifers are very calculated and divisive and deceptive and vicious and dirty and dusty. Like, comment, share, subscribe. More videos to come.